Hi, this is Amit. I have been frequently asked by many students that they get confused in the conversion of metric systems. For example, there could be a conversion from a hectometer to a centimeter, or maybe from a decimeter to a kilometer. It becomes difficult at times for people, and what I have tried to do here is to simplify it so that you can do it in very less time. Let's quickly get back to basics and get this solved. Now I've tried to show you a mnemonic system here which is generally used for remembering metric system, and that is King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. If you remember this, the half job is done. So essentially every first alphabet of the word would mean the metric system that we are talking about. King, kilo, Henry, hecto, died, deca, by is the base unit. We will come back to base unit. Drinking, deci, chocolate, centi, milk, milli. If you remember the first line, you remember everything. And along with it, you also need to remember what are the values that are associated with it. So kilo, the value associated is 10 raised to 3, hecto is 10 raised to 2, deca is 10, base is 1, deci is 1 by 10, centi is 1 by 100, and milli is 1 by 1000, that you can see here. Now I was talking about the base unit. The base unit is either meters, liters, or gram. So for example, the conversion that could be asked to you could be in the form of a decimeter to a hectometer, or it could be in a form of decigram to a hectogram, or a deciliter to a hectoliter. Right now this is a quick explanation, so I will use meter as the unit of base, but the values remain same irrespective of whether it is meter, liter, or gram. So let's quickly see few examples on how to get this done much faster. Now that we have seen how to remember the metric system, let us do the interpretation of what these values mean. So for example, the value 10 raised to 3 here would mean what? So first let's get to the interpretation. When I say 1 kilometer, when you are talking about a kilometer here, you would essentially use this 10 by 3 value and say that 1 kilometer would be equal to 10 raised to 3 base unit, which is the meter. Similarly, 1 decimeter would be equal to 1 by 10 meter. 1 decameter would be equal to 10 meter, which is your base unit. So similarly, let's try one more, and which is 1 centimeter to your base unit. Let us only convert to base unit now, and 1 centimeter would be equal to 1 by 100 meter. Let's try one more. 1 hectometer would be equal to, just think about it, it's 10 square, so it's 10 raised to 2 meter. We are just converting it into the base unit called as meter. Okay, now let's quickly jump to the execution part of it and let's solve. If you were given a question in exam that 1 hectometer is equal to how many decimeter, or it would be part of a larger question where you need to convert a hectometer into decimeter. We know this chart that we studied couple of minutes back. If we remember, King Henry died by drinking milk chocolate, what each of the word means and the values associated with it, there are certain steps to solve. Let us solve with these steps. Step 1. Convert to base unit. The base unit in this case is meters, right? So I will convert 1 hectometer here to whatever is the base unit. So we said 1 hectometer is equal to 10 square meter, right? And we wrote that. We convert that 1 decimeter to base unit of meter. So 1 decimeter will be equal to 1 by 10 meter. Now let us make the right hand side, right? This is the left hand side, this is the right hand side of the equality. In both the case, left hand side, right hand side. Let us make the right hand side as 1 meter. So what I did is I brought 100 down. It became 1 by 100 hectometer is equal to 1 meter. And so in this case, it became 10 decimeter is equal to 1 meter. Now since the right hand side of both of these values is same, and hence the left hand side should also be the same. So hence I wrote 1 by 100 hectometer is equal to 10 decimeter. Now with that logic, what I get as 1 hectometer will be equal to, I move this 100 on this side, and that becomes 1000 decimeter. And hence the answer question mark here becomes 1 hectometer is equivalent to 1000 decimeter. By using the same logic, you can convert anything in this table from anything to anywhere. You just have to follow the same steps, same logic, and get the answer. The more you practice, the faster you get. I hope it was helpful, and thank you. All the best.